H3O Church was planted here on the Northern Beaches about 12 years ago now. Originally we were in the surf club for 8 years down on the beach in DY. We've moved various places since then. Now we find ourselves in a new season. We're actually in partnership with Narrowena Baptist Church just up the hill from DY. We're sharing a space together and figuring out what a new expression of church might look like that's more intergenerational and really embedded in our local neighbourhoods.
I'm a member of H3O Church and a ministry leader within the church as well. I do a number of different things, but one of the roles as part of being a ministry leader is to lead our Change the Heart ministry team, which is a team focused on Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander justice.
Last year we had two of our youth, two young women, express a desire to be baptised. These are girls who have been journeying with our church for quite a long time. You know, not having a building or a baptistry, where else would you do it but down at DY Beach? Now the surf was pretty big that day, it was quite rough, but we got them in there. And I don't know if I dunked them or the waves dunked them, but we baptised them. It was a beautiful moment of community. We worshipped on the beach together. This is on a Sunday. The beach was a sunny day, the beach was packed, and we had church out in the open. The ripple effect of that was as some of our young people watched their peers, their friends be baptised, it was a moment for them to consider where they were at on their faith journey. And we had two young brothers, I think in year 5 and year 7. Now it just so happened that the day that they were available to be baptised and that their family could come and attend was Reconciliation Sunday. We said to these two young fellows, look, the focus of this service will be on reconciliation. Do you still want to go ahead with the baptism? And in a beautiful show of the maturity of their faith, both of them said, well, that's perfect for us. These two young people are actively part of our church's reconciliation group. Their parents are involved in that. And so the fact that their baptisms would take place on this day was meaningful for them.
I guess baptism is a decision, isn't it? It's a marker of, yes, I've made that decision to follow Jesus. I want to mark that in some way. I want to follow Jesus' example of doing that. And making a commitment to, yes, I want to live in the Jesus way, and what does that look like in action and practice. And I guess that message of reconciliation that is a part of that justice seeking, first and foremost starts with our reconciliation ourselves to Jesus. So I see that model of baptism and that symbol of baptism really being a stepping stone to, okay, then what does it look like to act and live into that baptism in following Jesus, and that connection to reconciliation and justice is a really clear and powerful one as well.
H3O has a long history of being quite deeply engaged with reconciliation efforts in our Baptist movement, obviously in our church, but beyond with different organisations like Common Grace. Over the last few years, that's led to the formation of a group which we call our Change the Heart team.
The Change the Heart name comes from the call of senior Aboriginal Christian leader Auntie Jean Phillips and her call to our nation and the need for hearts to be changed in order for healing and reconciliation and justice to come to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, but also all of us as a nation, as our lives and flourishing are bound up with one another. So to name the team Change the Heart is really a recognition of her leading, Aboriginal Christian leaders leading and listening to their voice and acting on that call as well.
And what that looks like in practice is we take time 3 times a year to have gatherings that really focus on learning from Aboriginal Christians, on highlighting injustice, on working towards reconciliation. So we do that on Aboriginal Sunday, the Sunday before the 26th of January. We do that in National Reconciliation Week, and we do that in NAIDOC Week, and we've done that in partnerships with other local churches as well.